In a previous video, I was working on verbs, and I just wanted to show everyone that as you log on to Edpuzzle, you have Community, My School, and YouTube. Since I had been working on that video, if I click on My School, you can see my name and that I had worked on this video before. So I can click on it, and you could be able to click on it as well. If you found this video really helpful for you and your grade level, you can just go in and copy my exact work. You don't have to do anything else. So it's a really good resource for us to have as a school, because if we know that, for example, I'm a first grade teacher and first grade teachers need a resource, they may be able to share it very easily just by logging on to Edpuzzle without doing anything extra. So here, I'm going to go back into edit. I was speaking about if we wanted to add extra questions to this video, because previously I looked at all of the questions, multiple choice questions. So if I went to edit and I wanted to add an open-ended question, I can just go to questions. I picked a random place in the video just to show you an example. But when you click on questions, this is the part of the video that's on right here before we even get to any of the multiple choice questions that have already been created for us. So you can add another multiple choice question if you felt like there was one needed here, or you can write an open-ended question for the students to answer. Another really good feature on Edpuzzles is it allows audio responses. So if you want to do that for the younger students, because they're still working on their typing skills and they're not really proficient in doing that, then that would be perfect for them. You could also turn it off for the older kids so you can make sure that they do practice their typing skills. And you could also add a note. For example, if you're the teacher and you really want them to pay attention to something that's going on in the video, you can say, like, please focus on the two words past and present. So as people that are watching the video, they're able to look at it and say, okay, I know this is going to be important and it's coming up. Now, if we want to add an open-ended question, we would just type a question here. So I can save this. Now, whenever the student is watching the video, I'm going to go back a little bit. So it'll stop right there where I created the question, and here's the open-ended question now. I put insert question here just as an example. So once they answer the question, they can continue, and then it'll take them through the rest of the video for them to answer the questions already. Now, if there is a question on here that you want to delete completely because you don't like it, let's say I changed my mind. I don't want them to do the open-ended question. I can either edit it and change it to a multiple choice question or a note instead, or I can just delete it altogether and it no longer exists in my video. And once you are done with all of this, it is important for us to press finish, even though it saves automatically, because we want to make sure that we finish the assignment. We don't accidentally add anything. Another cool feature for Edpuzzles, in case for some reason you didn't actually like the video or the questions that were created for this already, there are other versions of this video. So let's say we wanted to look at Dr. Gonzalez's video and see what questions they have. Maybe they have questions that are different that we feel like would be helpful for our students to answer. So it's also important for us to pay attention to those if we need alternatives instead of doing extra work. There's so many people that are using Edpuzzles already. There's no reason for us to actually make a new video if there's one already provided for us, unless there's something specifically you want to focus on that you don't see already.